on time, rising up as a chorus.
Hey guys.
Good morning. Right away, huh? Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
We have the new thing.
Yep, the Batman villain, the Joker, is now available in Smash.
Yeah, he looks like,
after the success of Batman on the NES, it's a really fun game if you haven't played it.
I remember my dad playing the NES Batman. They made at least 2 of them.
The NES Batman is actually a really good game. We should be serious about this, but actually...
Right, they added Tuxedo Mask.
Yeah, a little bit. But actually, discussion of, like, NES Batman is like, oh man, though, I remember that. That was actually a really good game.
I made a Sprite comic for someone as a joke, last month, and, I wanted to get, like, backgrounds from the Batman game and found backgrounds from the Batman 2. Like, Batman...
Which Batman game were you
returned?
hoping for?
The first one.
His little
He's very small.
He's so tiny.
He's very human size.
Like, it looks so weird. I like it, but it looks weird.
Yeah, he's smaller than, like, a piranha plant.
Yeah, I think he is.
Can you switch to... We've got Pikachu.
Yeah, we've got Pikachu.
Pikachu is a very small baby. I want a comparison because I think they're sizing him down. I think they're scaling it so you fit on the paths.
He is
either
how do
one.
I put this? He's a very lanky humanoid, like Bayonetta would be.
Mm-hmm.
So I am willing to bet that they are scaling him down.
Yeah, Pikachu is like by this scaling up to what's his face's chest.
Like the Joker. It's a really easy name. It's one of those things where it's like he's very lanky. He's got very long arms and legs. And as a result of having those longer arms and legs, he can't be scaled properly. I bet if we had Bayonetta, she would also be about this size, which is funny because if you have Bayonetta to scale, Bayonetta's like 10 feet tall, so it's like it would just be unreal to have her, standing around as like a normal person.
Yeah, last time we were in here, we were halfway through a puzzle dungeon. Whoops.
I want to see who this was real fast. Oh, it's Slippy. Okay, because I don't think we fought him yet.
Slippy Toad being
the enemy
depicted
avoids
as
conflict.
The most agile possible frog.
Yeah, it's
That's
Slippy.
The least Slippy
it's
of
Slippy,
any
which is
amphibian.
Greninja, and then you have to fight him alongside.
Oh right, you're
Fox.
giant metal.
Yeah, giant metal Joker versus Slippy Toad.
Get this guy off me, Fox.
I got a gun. I like that they gave Joker a gun and a sword.
I have not played him yet.
He's pretty good. You'll probably get a chance to play him a little bit.
I'm
more,
reluctant
honestly.
to get attached to characters from games that I have no bearing on whatsoever.
We don't have any official information about it yet, but I think Persona 5 was leaked to be coming to the Switch.
It seems like a logical conclusion.
There is a chance we might play it, but we will see.
We've got so many things to
very
play,
much a question, yeah.
Is that another one of your me plazas?
No, this is a Kirby
right?
character.
Oh, okay.
She's from...
You see why I'd get the mistake.
Yeah. She's from one of the Kirby games. Not the newest one, but the one before that, I'm pretty sure.
Does she normally have a Meta Knight?
She normally has a robot.
Okay,
Like
that makes sense.
she has a mech suit that's sort of Meta Knight shaped. I think it's the one that Kirby like rides around in. So it does make sense for them to give her a metal Meta Knight.
Earlier today, off screen, we were doing random Smash stuff, and I don't remember what brought it up, but I said like I forgot Meta Knight's even in this game, and you agreed.
Yeah. So here's something really cool about Joker, by the way. He's got his gun, which fires really, really piddly until you get off his second mode. But if you hit... There it is. There's a second mode. You get 3 shots now, and they're really good. It comes out like machine gun fire.
He's being governed by like a patron angel of gun.
It's Arsene, as in Lupin's... like Lupin the Third's grandfather. Like actual Lupin...
Lupin the First.
Yeah, Lupin the First from the the
From
book
literary
series.
history.
Yeah, from the fictional book series.
From like England. It's a
Actually, I
contemporary
think he's
novel
French.
series.
I don't think it's English.
You know what? Yeah, it's France. But I keep thinking it's
Sorry,
like
I shouldn't talk about it while I'm doing
Europe.
this. Yeah,
But,
it's
like,
European. That is true.
It's contemporary with Sherlock. Like original old timey. This guy wrote a book about a dude in
I
a
don't
hat.
think there's ever a crossover, but I think I've seen discussion where people talked about, like, it was something where people actively thought at the time, hey, why don't these books ever have anything to do with each other? Because Sherlock Holmes is, like, all sorts of detective, but then you've got, like, the potential for him doing things with Lupin, who's a thief.
It was basically the
Like a
super
giant cat
Hulock of ye olden...
Sort of.
The Dracula
Little bit.
times.
Itty bitty.
Except without Dracula in it. You know, Dracula era England.
Beam sword equip. Yeah, but his persona, the thing that he pulls out, is just Lupin the First, which is interesting. And basically, Joker plays like I don't want to call him generic, because that makes it sound like I'm shitting on the character. He's not generic, but he's got things about him that feel really good, but at the same time very, like, normal.
You mean like reliable? Is
Yeah,
that
like
the word you're going for?
he's got his neutrals, which are all, if it's just his smashes, he's just
You're gonna
throwing
want
out a
that
sword.
fish.
I know, I'm working on it. It's just throwing out a sword and doing sword combos. And then his neutral, like, B is just shooting a gun. And then he's got the little flick where he throws out the fire. And when he throws out the fire, it's like, oh, that's, it does extended damage over time. It's like poison. But then, oh yeah, I don't want to fight Victini. Victini's a literal nuclear explosion. Let's not go that route. Okay,
There's not even
I can do
anything
that.
down there we want.
No, there really isn't. There's one other character. I want to go see who it is before we completely close this off, basically.
Yeah.
Where did I leave the other one? Was it all the way back there? Oh god, I made a bad mistake.
Oh no.
I think. Wait, did I? Can we actually get to that character from here? I do need one more, so I do need to do the puzzle.
I
Okay.
haven't been keeping track.
I'm trying to figure out where I left it. It's there. It's that one down there. I needed to pick it up as I
Oh
walked
yeah, and
past.
it was
That didn't.
only opening that nub.
Yeah, it
that
only
had
opens
Slippy.
up the nub that had Slippy on it.
That Slippy nub.
Ew, gross.
Yeah, that was bad.
No, fucking, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, he has sword attacks, which are reliable. It's just normal sword stuff. He's got a gun, and then he's got, like, an interesting, like, almost poison mechanic. Oh god, the great sapfish.
Big Caesar. Gonna get our
Are we
wallet
gonna be
back.
able to do this?
Oh, I like it. It's cute.
Let's try it. You know what? This is probably fine.
Big old catfish are pretty cute.
Yeah, it's a giant. Well, it's not a catfish. It's an electric eel
Yeah.
with, like, catfish
It's got them-
features. Oh no, there's
It's
oh god,
Whiscash. It's that the whole thing where it's in my brain.
no.
I'm just equating them.
It's the part. It's the kind of stage I fucking hate. Oh no, it's so bad. My persona came out. I can't actually hit him. Okay, that was a bad move on
That
my behalf.
electroshock just basically made you astral project.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Okay, there we go. Thanks. That's more like that's more what I wanted.
I really like that fish.
It's cute.
The fact that it's a giant Pikachu is kind
Oh,
of cute too.
I hope that the Pikachu does not ruin me. I gotta be honest, because I have the electric floor immunity, but I don't gain anything from having Big Boss.
Yeah, you just went with what it gave you.
Yeah, I just went with what it gave me, which was the highest leveled one that we had. I think.
That
Like
counters the
highest
type.
stats that counters the typing. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh god. Pikachu's recovery is like super good if you know what you're doing. And the AI always knows what it's doing.
Yeah, it's very possible to not know what you're doing with quick attack though.
Yes, if you're a human being. Like,
Yeah. Like, I
Okay,
think it can
there we
turn twice, and you gotta be really quick about getting it to do it.
very reliable, but he also has some weird stuff going
I
on.
wanna pinch that thing on the face, but in a good way, like it's cute.
His
baby.
down. Oh yeah, cool. We got both of them. His down B is a non-countering counter, which is kind of weird. He takes half damage and fills an additional meter. Oh, good. So if we do this, then we open up whatever the fuck this is. Nice to know.
Huh. Because we
kinda
got
wish it
the
had told
mommy,
us.
so we got all the babies
Yeah.
liberated. In one of my Pokemon games, I have a Whiscash. I named it Big Caesar. Oh, shit. We've been puzzling over those for like a month.
Yeah. I'm actually
Thank
pretty
you.
happy about that.
Thanks, Big
Awesome,
Caesar.
actually. So I guess we shut down all the power that these things were able to output because we took out the Zapfish. That makes sense, actually.
Or we powered it up by
or we
liberating
powered it up
I
by
don't know.
taking it somehow. But yeah, no, so he's super reliable normally. He has like a weird not
I don't
quite
think you need
counter
them
encounter.
anymore.
I'm taking them to get out of here because I do need one to leave.
Oh, it didn't. I was thinking, it's like, wait, wouldn't it power all of these up?
No, it
No, it doesn't. Okay, so it doesn't disable the puzzles.
No.
I want to finish pointing out, just in case people think I'm just nuts and a weirdo. Big Caesar is a Hey Arnold reference.
Yes.
It's a big catfish.
Yes, it is.
Just that's why I keep saying it.
Also, so the other thing about him is that he has this weird thing where if he takes a certain amount of damage, or you block a certain amount of damage, or you deal a certain amount of damage, you have a bar that slowly goes up, and when it goes up, you summon Arson. So you summon Lupin the First, and who the fuck
Just
is
some
that?
guy.
You know, I'm gonna go, before we go forward with this, because I get the feeling that this is very close to the end of the game, I'm gonna
there's
go
a lot of
liberate
maps.
some more of the people. Because we
Yeah.
just opened up those locked things.
Yeah, like there's a lot of map that we
Let's kill
haven't
these
done.
two first. Or beat these two, rather. These are characters from... What's the word I'm looking for? Oh no. Fatal Frame. There we go.
Okay, that thing.
Fatal
we
Frame is
never-
always about twins. It's a horror series about a camera.
Yeah, like we
series of
were
cameras.
not sure what it
because
was
of the
because we
type of
forgot
camera,
at some
actually.
point in the last
Yeah,
few weeks.
it's Fatal Frame. Did we have a moment where we couldn't remember
It
Fatal
may
Frame?
have been off screen, but I remember us both struggling. Was like, was that a Wii
It's-
game? What was
okay,
that about? Were
so
you a ghost in it?
It was like a PS2 game. Most of them are anyway. Fatal Frame is a series that Nintendo bought eventually. It didn't start out a Nintendo series. It's one of those ones that they picked up. A lot of the early ones were PlayStation games instead. And they were like really, really good. And that's kind of the reason that Nintendo bought them. And the newest one came out, I think it was on Wii U, specifically. And it was supposed to be really good. I think these characters are specifically from the Wii U game.
You're just gonna do that weird running backwards
No,
kick over and over?
it's just the easiest way to beat characters who are trying to avoid you. Because they are actively trying to not have to fight. That's their whole thing. This is a timed match. You need to do as much damage as you can to kill them. And also, they're going to summon an assist trophy. It was what I was trying to avoid happening, because the assist trophy for the Camera Obscura is stupid good.
Yep, you
It
got
stuns
Now
automatically.
you didn't.
Nope, not quite. Anyway, yeah, so he plays really good. He has a bunch of like very normal moves. And then if you build up that meter, he gets Arson out, and it's a completely different moveset.
Okay.
All of his moves get powered up. It's like having additionals on top of his normal stuff. So like his poison becomes a much bigger poison. His gun shoots 3 times instead of once. His swords all stayed relatively the same, but I think they gain like double power or something like that. His recovery off of stages is kind of crap. I mean, like, it's really good in some ways, but it's really bad in others. And it becomes really good because he just gets wings and he just does like a straight up like recover. And it's like, oh shit, and he becomes like invincible when he does it, and a bunch of other things. His final smash is stupid good. It's really good because it's really interesting to begin with, but it also has the added benefit of if you miss and you hold the other direction on the D-pad, he will, at the end of the running forward for his final smash, because it's a straight line, he'll double back and run the other way. So you
If
get
you remember.
2 chances.
If you
Yeah.
don't think, oh, did I get it? Oh, I didn't.
No.
Because that's very
But yeah,
common.
you,
with
you
things
have
like
2
this.
chances to get it for everyone. And in World of Light, we've got 2 chances anyway.
Oh, that's true.
Ooh, Captain
another
Cuttlefish. Yeah.
He does not look like a cuttlefish or anything.
He's actually a squid. Cuttlefish, I think, is his last name.
He doesn't look like a squid either. He
he's
just kind of
from,
looks like a nothing.
He's from Splatoon. He's the...
He's Skull Kid's
Oh, God,
body
oh,
and
God.
that art guy's.
Yeah, and Da Vinci's face.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he has a gun.
Well, if he's a Splatoon character,
yeah.
that makes perfect
Well,
sense.
he's supposed to be like a war veteran in Splatoon of the war against the octopi.
Okay.
He's
I'm
also
sure there's lore that I don't need.
In single player mode, he in Splatoon, he's your
Is this
your
the
ticket
level
to
we
single player
normally
mode.
have? Where is
Yeah.
this?
This is one of the Mario. It can transform into this.
Okay, that's why it's unfamiliar.
New Super Mario Brothers U stage, I want to say.
Which starts as some other completely different thing.
Yeah, it
okay.
starts as a completely different thing, and then it transforms every so often into a different stage, and that's
I'm
one of the ones that it
noticing
can turn into.
a lot of stages are like that. We're never on it for more than about 2 minutes, so we don't
Yeah.
see the other morphs.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Okay, so this is the one that we already went through. There's chorus kids here. Where was the... Okay, that was one of them. So we're actually on the road to that one. We can do that. Sure. Just gotta beat up the chorus kids.
Bunch of Jigglypuffs, because they sing.
Can I get, like, something weird? Okay. Guess I gotta pick my own weird one. It's giant metal shit.
Yeah, you don't have a button for
Ooh,
literally...
actually, slumber immunity's kind of cool.
Yeah. You don't have a button for literal random, just a button for
Yeah.
best option.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
So-
never played Rhythm Heaven.
Rhythm Heaven is a really fun game. It was a well enough seller that I have heard that Sakurai apparently in an interview did say that he wanted to put a Rhythm Heaven character in and wasn't sure how to. And people, when they asked him about it, the closest thing that he had a suggestion for was that he was going to do Chorus Kids. So people for a while were pretending that like Chorus Kids was a real leak, and then it kind of just never happened. So this was almost a fighter, basically.
It's like triple ice climber.
Yeah, basically. 3
Sure.
ice climbers that just attach themselves to
With
each other.
fangs,
And they
apparently.
sing. They sing. It's the closest thing to a fighter you could have ever had. For
3 Jigglypuffs in a trench
that.
coat.
Basically.
Which actually would be a pretty good plot to an episode of Pokemon. Just 3 of any...
Yes.
3 of any Pokemon other than, like, I guess Meowth because he does disguises anyways, just sort of trying to look and act like a human when they have no chance. Some non-talking, Meowth.
I'm like really confusedly looking at this, like, how did we press that green button in the past? Because clearly it's been pushed down. And it's like, we went a really weird way to get there. We had to go through, like, the jungle and do a bunch of other weird things.
Yeah.
I get it though. Like, because I'm looking
you
at it,
zoom
like,
out
this
and
is
see
just
the whole
such
map
an
real
easy
quick?
thing here. Yeah, but it's not really going to help us too much.
What is on the other side of the...
I don't know, and it's
We probably have to
bothering
go up
me.
into that castle up there to open
Probably.
that. Probably. Because that castle is clearly not where our giant orb in the sky is.
Oh, that
Yeah.
one?
Like the
At
castle
the
that...
very top?
Yeah, that is the end of the game, but that castle over there that you're
on the
doing
left-hand
later...
Right.
Yeah,
right,
that's...
right,
They're
right.
not...
Yeah.
They're not the same, so...
Let's do Piston Honda. Wait, is he Piston Hondo now?
Punch-Out series? I don't know. I've
I
never heard
swear
of
to God,
this.
I might be wrong.
Localization?
Yeah, it could be localization. It could be a edit that they made at some point. I swear to God, that guy's name used to be Piston Honda. Maybe they changed it for, like, brand reasons?
I don't know. Or you
'Cause
could just be
Honda's
remembering it wrong.
Yeah, I know. Well, that was one of the suggestions I said, was like, maybe I just don't remember it right.
Oh, you were both giant, and now
Yeah.
you're not.
Yeah, and now
I
only
thought you guys
Piston
were
is.
normal sized.
Nope.
Whoops. Okay, so it told us
Cut him in the
Joker's
knee.
Joker's little boxer tagline was just the great Phantom Thief. That's boring.
Yeah, well, that's
But
his.
I don't
That's
know.
his thing in the game. He's just the great phantom thief.
We
He
haven't
lives in your
checked,
brain and kills your shadow.
We haven't checked what all of the different titles are for different characters on that stage. I'm
I've
hoping
seen some of them. Some of them are better than others.
Yeah, I'm hoping that like some of them are just I don't know what this is. Like I'm hoping that like they plop like I don't know Mr. Game and Watch down and it's
We've
like
done with this.
like it just announces like what even is this?
Mr. Game & Watch, what is this? The hell is a Game & Watch?
It's like this is a dimensional tear somehow.
The only 2D character in Smash Brothers.
Which is bullshit because where is Paper Mario?
Paper Mario has never been considered popular enough by Nintendo to be given recognition
Fuck that.
in Smash.
Fuck
Also,
that. I mean,
it would
they put a
just
stage
literally
in.
be a third Mario.
Yes, but it would be Paper Mario, so they could do weird stuff.
Yeah, but they already have Mario and Dr. Mario.
His final smash could be
Evil
Goombario.
Mario,
Just
Green
put Goombario
Mario.
in, because I love Goombario. He's precious.
Oh god, 3-star. Is that gonna really be
Weren't you
worth
headed
it?
towards something?
Yeah, I was, but then I noticed that there was a treasure chest there. I'm getting distracted,
Dude.
you're right. Priorities, you're right.
Yeah, because we
Let's go towards that
only
person.
going for so long.
Pocket football character. Army of Fight.
Calcio
11
Bit series.
villagers.
That's fine.
Calcio Bit.
Is that how many people are on a football team or soccer
I
team?
think
whichever?
so. They say football, I'm pretty sure they mean like
I
soccer.
don't know anymore until I see something. Until I
Yeah.
see the actual ball,
no.
I don't make assumptions.
Die!
Okay.
There's the football.
Yeah. Yeah, it's football, not
Americano
football.
de football. Yeah, it's football. It's footy,
It's-
not football.
It's hexagon, not football.
Pigskin. I love the argument, by the way, that everybody always makes with that, where it's like, oh, well, why do Americans call it football? You don't use your feet.
You do.
It's like, no, you do for part of it.
You have
Like,
to walk somehow.
I do, however, like the name that some other countries give it, which is gridiron. Sounds so much cooler than football.
No, it doesn't, because it sounds like something you cook pancakes on.
No, it's a griddle.
Look, can we just agree to call
I
all
think,
sports sports ball and
think-
be insufferable about it?
I think gridiron, by the way, is in reference to the mesh in front of the helmet of the mask.
I always assumed that the grid was the field.
It might be the field. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. Snake.
I am a person who
It's actually Campbell. but-
does not like sports, both on an I'm a shitty nerd who loses my breath easily level, and also on the this is really boring to watch old
Yeah,
people
I know you
watch
don't
at
like it.
Thanksgiving. Like almost every sport other than like I guess wrestling and MMA,
Oh my
which
God.
was what my dad used to
Okay,
watch.
I was gonna say, am I still giant? Because I couldn't tell. I was like, is Snake just really small and I've never noticed?
Maybe.
No, he's not though. He's about the right size.
Let me go on my sports rant in our video game video for the internet.
Yeah, all right, fine. Go for it.
Just like aside from the I'm a shitty nerd who can't do athlete stuff, it's like I've what okay, it's a robot and it was putting its weird
Yeah. It's weird
monster
robot
feet up
legs.
here. That's very distracting. But
A little bit.
like I've always noticed that
Oh,
a
they're
lot
geckos.
of
Oh, that's weird. That's multiple robots.
yes so
Geckos are these things in Metal Gear Solid that they moo when they move around. They have gecko feet, but they moo. Like they go, and they usually fight you in like huge groups. And the idea behind it is that they're supposed to be small-scale Metal Gears that are actually just large droids that are used because it's easier to sell a droid.
it's gonna get you.
Yeah, I know. It's easier on resources to goddamn to have a droid go out and die than it would be to have a human being. So geckos were invented, and geckos moo like that because they've got cow brains in them. And they're like modified cow brains that are just supposed to be, slightly more intelligent, but they really are just there because
Modified cow brains
it's an easy brain to use.
That are like aggressive and don't just fall over.
Yeah, kinda. Well, it's like they're modified in such a way that they are intelligent enough that they can follow orders or something.
Okay.
Thanks for laying me down softly like that, Snake.
Anyways, the thing I've never understood about sports is that there's like what, almost every sport it's like 5 minutes of action and then 5 minutes to rearrange or whatever.
Kind of.
As opposed to something that's like continuous actions. Like I understand it's because the people are human, so they can't give each other concussions for a full hour straight. And that there's
Basically.
like rules and stuff. But it's like anytime I see some old dude falling asleep in an armchair with football on, of any brand of football or handballs, I look at it as like, okay, so it's like 2 minutes of running and 10 minutes of commentary while dudes with really thick thighs just walk around.
Oh no. Mr. Sandman is just, what's his face?
This is just Mike Tyson.
Yeah, it's just Mike Tyson.
Like, without the copyrighted name that a real human has. The Donkey Kong makes sense because of how Punch-Out works.
It kind of makes sense. Okay, you know what makes it make more sense is that Donkey Kong was replaced as the final boss for the Wii version of Punch-Out.
Replaced?
Okay, so instead of doing...
replaced.
Well, no, there's Mr. Sandman's in it. But Mr. Sandman is in it as the second to... Like, Donkey Kong's in it as the final boss. As opposed to Mike Tyson, who it should have been like Mike Tyson, but instead it's Mr. Sandman. And then they went, okay, what if we take Mr. Sandman's, like, as a fight one step further and just have, like, Donkey Kong show up as a secret character? And it's like Donkey Kong is one of, I think, 2 secret characters in that game.
The outside of the ring is sleep.
Yeah, I noticed. But at the same time, I feel like, oh no, oh god,
Boxing.
no! This is just fucking anime. Okay, there we go.
This game has always been anime. Look at who you're playing as.
I know.
Literally an anime kid.
But it still makes me uncomfortable that they're using Donkey Kong for this.
Yeah.
That was all I was gonna say.
It is, like, an unfortunate thing that we will continue as a culture to keep making jokes about because it's going to keep happening.
I'm very
but,
uncomfortable.
Let's be fair, you wouldn't want to have to
Good.
box
Little
against
Mac.
Donkey Kong.
No, nobody would. I think there's even a throwaway line in the Wii version of Punch-Out where Mac looks at it and goes, "That's a gorilla," and Coach goes, "It's an exhibition match," and it's like, okay, don't make people fight fucking gorillas. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's like, to be fair, that's a good final secret boss.
That's
you don't want to have to get punched by him.
I think that's one of 2. I think the other one is actually your coach. Like, I think you fight him as well, and it's, like, really weird, because in Punch-Out, it's implied that he was, like, some hotshot boxer in the past. And
There is no way that this doesn't have implications. You fight the coach and Donkey Kong, and we were just talking about... I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's just how happens that those were the 2 characters that made sense to be secret characters.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm just saying the internet has ruined everything.
Yeah, okay. All
We're
right.
moving on.
Yeah, let's move on, please.
Is this just... We're just in New York now? We've just had to do...
No, this is Kalos.
I mean, they just had us do Punch-Out.
Yeah,
Like,
but I
twice.
mean, like, this is literally
I know
Paris,
it is, but it's like,
I think it's actually
like they're just
like,
okay,
Pokemon.
city. So here you go. Here's 2 Punch-Outs.
Yeah, here's just a few Punch-Outs. They were behind the locked door, too. Like, both of them.
Okay.
Both of the Punch-Outs.
Is this a Mega Man?
Yeah, there's Model X.
Which game is this from?
Mega Man X... one of the Mega Man X games. I forget which one. Model X is the Mega Man that is like
But that's
not
not
Mega Man
X.
X. No, that's not
Yeah.
actually X, but it's a character who's very close. I think they become ZX eventually, which is a
there was a
different
Mega
model.
Man Z, or is it just Zero? Did it just star Zero?
I think Mega Man Z is just 0, yes, but ZX is like a completely different model
That's
of Mega Man.
confusing.
Yeah, also X and ZX both are like, people have always pointed this out, they're super effeminate. Like, Mega Man X is...
I don't
Model
know.
X is like, really kind of
That
effeminate.
just kind of looks like an anime face.
Yeah. I'll bring up ZX because I know we have him as a fighter. We'll look at that one.
Yeah, there's a lot of very
Well, not
samey...
not as a fighter. As a spirit.
Yeah. We have a lot of
Mother.
very samey Mega Man protagonists because, like, yeah, it's a blue robot in a helmet, and they all kind of are gonna look alike because they're all just sort of modeled after the original. But it's like, I'm not gonna keep those straight. They're the blue ones.
To say that's full armor X, so that's just Mega Man X. That's the big version.
Yeah,
of Mega
you know
Man
that he's
That's
X because he
CX.
has fins. So that's Zero, but a baby.
So this is X turns into ZX. So it's not Zero and it's not X. It's a different model
It's like
from
their
both of them.
Kid.
Kind of. I think the reason that a lot of people think that they look so effeminate is because they're literally wearing robot panties. Like, honestly.
I wasn't seeing it.
It's a
Mega Man
weird
wears
design
robot panties,
choice. No, he doesn't.
I mean, that's his hip hinge,
really-
but it is on those things too, right?
It's not as extreme. That is almost a Tron Bon style robot like underwear going on.
Which I don't think is under. I think it's
Because when you see
just
this,
a
it's like
codpiece.
that's just straight up. That's like a full on like underwear.
Yeah, he's wearing a
diaper.
diaper.
Yeah. Like, it's,
Okay.
It's pretty intense. Now you can't unsee it for any robot.
Look, it's a hip hinge thing. Are you going to just make me look at robot crotches forever?
No, I'm not. Even
Do that off-
Philanthropist has one.
Do that
Buzz
off
Buzz.
camera.
Oh shit! I didn't know Buzz Buzz was in this. And it's Tiny Mr. Game & Watch.
Okay.
Buzz Buzz is a bug. It is at the beginning of Earthbound. So Mother 2, Buzz Buzz is the guy who pushes you into doing things for the plot. Like he's the one who starts the plot. And it's supposed to be like a legendary hero who travels back in time and I think through space to stop the ultimate evil. But it's like he has to be in the body of a bug.
We're
And then
gonna
he
kick his
dies
ass.
almost immediately. Yeah, well, it's also Tiny Game & Watch, so I don't know if you can even see him. I can't
That
hit
is
him.
pretty small.
I can't hit him, is the biggest problem with this. There
Yes,
it
you
is.
can.
But he has, like, no fucking health, because he's so small. I think he shows up in Mother 3, too, but he's not alive.
Joker looks like the kind of edgelord who would try to kill a fly with a knife.
Yeah, he shows up in Mother 3 in a desert as a single pixel on the ground, and the desert is littered with random pixels, so you don't even know where he is unless you know, like, unless you have actively been told where he is. And then you have to go out and find him, and if you do find him, I think he shows up in a museum later on, or something like that. Like, it's some really weird, intricate thing.
So now we're up
Literally needle in a
against
haystack.
a Mario.
Yep, this is Mario and
American
Girl
Mario.
Mario.
And I've been calling that costume Nurse Peach, but she's not really anything.
This is it's supposed to be Mario Golf Mario, and
Yeah.
which that is
It
actually
was
where that
the
costume's
most patriotic.
from. Yeah,
Uh,
I don't remember why
Brooklyn
Mario
resident.
Golf Mario wears like the American flag, but
do they
that's
even
fine.
play golf in Japan?
You know what? I don't know. Probably.
Like it's probably still a thing that people enjoy, but like it's kind of space is at a premium.
I mean, Iwata definitely enjoyed it. Iwata,
yeah, but did they like?
I think almost single-handedly made some of the golf games for
It
Nintendo.
seems like
oh
one
no,
of,
I'm dead.
It seems like one of those things where they probably play on vacation, but don't have a chance to play as much at home because
Well, how many golf resorts are there in Hawaii? Let's put it that way, because
Hawaii is different.
most of the people in Japan, if they go on big vacation, will go to Hawaii.
Okay, you're not trying to be like, oh, there must have been
No.
golf resorts in Japan
no.
because islands can have them.
That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, like in Hawaii, where I'm from, tourism from Japan is pretty common. There's about as many tourists from
Very big.
Japan as tourists from America just hanging around in Hawaii at any given time. Hawaii's got a ton of golf courses, and it's honestly, they piss me off a little because it's a massive waste of space, a waste of water, a waste of land that was probably like pristine rainforest or whatever beforehand, or like native Hawaiian people's houses oftentimes. But it's like it's because it's tourism. Like that land was bought up early and then turned into a money machine.
Yup. That's just how Hawaii is.
Yeah.
That's how it be.
It's
It
also
sucks.
why it costs so much to live there, which is why I don't live there anymore. Hey!
Hey! Chain Chomp hat. That is cute as fuck. I like that one.
Yeah. Would you
That's
wear
a
one in
cool
real
hat.
life?
I don't think I would.
I probably would.
I don't think I would.
I would, but I'd probably also wear a second hat on top of it, so that the Chain Chomp's wearing a hat.
Where's the... Okay, there's another one. That one opened. But we had already gotten in there. We need to figure... Did we ever figure out where that tunnel went? Or came from, rather?
No.
I don't think we did.
Don't worry about it.
Where were the
for
other
right now.
gates? Was there one down here? I didn't even...
And is this as far as we can zoom without doing a full zoom?
Yeah,
so
it is.
annoying.
It's really
I'm sure I've
annoying.
asked that many times.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, it was down here. It was right there. It's the pipe.
Okay.
Okay, let's go after this hero. Let's go after this this thing next.
Okay.
Because I can't figure out where that tunnel comes from or
It
goes.
could be from that pipe.
I don't think so. That doesn't
Probably
make a lot
not.
of sense to me.
I don't know.
Most of the things in this game so far have been like they make sense, like spatially.
Kind of.
I don't feel like going into a pipe is gonna have me come out of a tunnel.
Well, in Mario, sometimes when you go down a warp pipe, the end of it is out, like, jutting out to the side. That's not out of the question.
Guess.
Was there...
This is the way I want to go.
Yeah, no, there was an area there that was blocked, but we have spirits that'll go through it.
Yeah. Well, wait, yeah. It was
Yeah.
like the one with
Some
the car or
F-Zero
something like
driver,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Which is weird that it had to be some specific F-Zero driver. I don't remember why it needed to be a specific dude, but I swear to God it did.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
good,
think it
we're
was
just
just, it was
fighting
his car.
a bunch of people.
It was his car, Mr. Krabs.
He was number one.
You can't say it was his blank without that coming to mind, can you? Because I can't.
No, I can't. I can't even hear it without that coming to mind. Joker is an interesting character, though. That was kind of the point I was making at the beginning of this. Was just like he's not bad. He's
like a normie.
interesting. He's a normal-ish character until you take like the transformation stuff into consideration, rather.
I guess. I mean, my main attacks with her butt, so.
I mean,
you
that's
know.
true. Let me beat up this pig and get the chest before we go after that man.
Okay.
Or woman, whoever the hell it is. I have no idea. Oh, no. That's...
What?
White Donkey Kong's terrible.
What's wrong with him?
White-haired Donkey Kong is used most primarily in this, and is in this, because in the Donkey Kong countries, the modern ones, white-haired Donkey Kong is their I don't want to play this level button.
Huh.
If you tell the game that this is too hard, I can't finish it, they will activate the white-haired Donkey Kong who will play the level for you.
Oh, so it's for, like, small children.
Yes. And the reason why Professor Chops gets white-haired is because Professor Chops is your tutorial.
That makes sense, and I've got no problem
just like,
with it.
it's so... I don't like the idea of doing that. It's like in Mario when they introduced, if you're not good at 2D Marios, after you lose a certain number of times, it'll just start asking you on every, like, death, do you want us just to play the level for
Like,
you?
it would be nice to be able to turn off that prompt.
That was the
but-
problem most people had with it, I think, was
Yeah,
that
like,
people
I'm not
couldn't
opposed
figure out
to,
how to turn
like-
off the prompt.
Like, literal 6-year-olds were plopped down onto their Wii, so that mom can go get some chores done. Just like they don't want to sit at the same level and scream forever because they can't get through it, which would have been the NES experience. You know,
Basically.
it's like, I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't enjoy playing the first 1.5 levels of Little Nemo the Dream Master. They were great. I couldn't get further than that, though. If it had a button I could just press to just watch the rest of the level, I'd probably watch it once and then kind of understand better what to do.
I mean, I could see that aspect of it. Oh,
Yeah.
Miltank.
If I was any older than 10, though, I would have been like, fuck you, I can do it, I'm a gamer. And then at like 20, I'd be like, well, you know what? I'm not good at 2D platformers, so Josh should play it.
Yeah. I mean, the Donkey Kong games are 2D platformers, but they're honestly way, way easier than a normal 2D platformer.
They're easier than Little Nemo the Dream Master after the first level and a half?
Maybe, because Little Nemo it's
Have you
a
played
very
it?
hard game. I have seen plays of it.
I could probably, if
It gets
I had...
difficult. It's an interesting concept for a game. It has nothing to do with Little Nemo.
Not really, no. If I had like a pencil and paper in front of me right now, I could probably draw the first level from memory from being 3 years old and hopping around inside the mouth of a frog.
Yeah,
But,
it's really weird because he has to throw candy at them and then he gets inside and then he gets like power-ups doing that.
Which is not in the movie that they made that game
No.
to tie in with.
And it's not the comic either.
As far as I know.
I
I've
know
not read
100% I can tell you it is not in that comic. I've not read all of Little Nemo, but I have actually read a good deal of Little
I
Nemo.
know that there's a lot of
Oh my god, he ruined me.
I know there's a lot of falling out of bed
Every comic ends with him falling out of bed.
because it's dreamland.
Yeah,
so
that's,
like he wakes
that's
up.
literally what it is. Also, most of the comics are weird surrealist pieces.
A lot of clowns.
In which the falling out of bed is actually him dying.
Yeah, like he falls off
the
a
dream.
cliff or something and then
Yeah.
wakes up at the bottom of the bed.
Or something like that. Also, he has parents who are really terrible, if I'm to be honest. Like, they're seriously, like, yelling at him all the time for falling out of bed.
You ever seen the like 2 seconds of footage of what would have been a Miyazaki Little Nemo, but the production was really bad and he quit?
Yeah.
And it's literally just like a kid standing on a bed and then grabs Nemo by the hand, and it's like, it looks cool. Can't tell much about what's going on, but I would accept almost any movie adapted by Miyazaki.
The Little Nemo, the version that we got,
Which is
was
still
still
pretty
really good. Like, that's all I was going to say, is that it's still really good.
We have a special
yeah.
version of that,
For those of you who have not seen Little Nemo the Dream Master, I would urge you to go
It's
and
not
find
called that. Little Nemo the Dream Master is the name of the NES game,
Yes.
which is also amazing. Go
Sorry.
seek it out. But the movie, the animated
Nemo
movie
and
from like
Dreamland.
89 or
Sorry.
something, Little Nemo Adventures in Slumberland.
Yeah, okay, my brain, I'm trying to play Smash at the same time.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to
It's
be
an amazing
me,
movie, okay?
and I know the name of fucking Little Nemo because that was like the first 3 years of my life.
It's also Japanese animated, even though it isn't Studio Ghibli.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Studio.
No,
Is it still
no.
Studio Ghibli? Okay.
It's some other people.
I think it might technically be one of the first animes I ever saw.
Probably.
If you can consider it that. I remember being like 4 years old and watching it
Mm-hmm.
on VHS, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we have a special version of the VHS that was apparently...
Oh, I didn't even notice what that was.
What?
It's a Zelda tower.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Sorry.
We have a version that we got at a thrift store that must have originally come from a video store in the 90s because it's prefaced with,
Here's how you sell it.
yeah, mild, not full instructions on how to set up the displays in your video rental store.
There are
but
some
it was-
display instructions.
Yeah, it was like, here's what it's about, and it's going to be a big hit, and you're going to sell, like, a display of it right near the register, and it's like... I don't know. It's one of our greatest treasures.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We found it in the thrift store.
All of the best things are found in the thrift store.
So we just doped up another dojo.
We once found literally the Millennium Puzzle in a thrift store, but we
Yeah,
didn't
we
have...
didn't get it at the time.
And we regret it forever. We didn't have a way to get it home because we didn't have a car yet, and it was like in a big glass case, and we had like a full cart of groceries.
And people are probably thinking, oh, like a plastic... No. It was full metal Millennium Puzzle. Like, it was like a real-ass Millennium Puzzle.
Oh, fuck you.
Fuck you, Master Hand.
Can we get it? Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Fuck you, buddy.
Master Hand's a dick.
Yeah, when you account for the glass case that the thing came in, it was about
It looked
bowling
like
ball
it came in
size.
an aquarium.
Yeah.
But it came with a big gold chain and everything. Like, it was just the Millennium Puzzle. It was amazing.
I also
Somebody had to have,
own,
like, jigsawed it out of metal. It was really good.
I also own a beautiful little statuette of like a wizard
There's a
cat with a
great
wizard
pipe there.
with wizard sideburns and stuff, and he's amazing looking.
Wizard sideburns.
And I look. He doesn't have a full beard, but he's a cat, so it's like snarf whiskers.
A little bit. Ooh, Team Chaotix. Nice.
So there's a Pichu and a K. Rool with this Sonic. That sounds
I think
right.
this will probably be one of the last ones that we do. By the way, I just wanted to take the gray pipe, and then we'll call it a week, and then we'll come back.
Yeah. Yes, Arius the Navigator. I had to look him up on like a collectible antiques thing. He was like, it's just a wizard cat statue. It was like a set of 12. They were based on the Zodiac, and they all came from the artist who made them had written a book about wizard cats that were all the Zodiac, and apparently this artist was also one of the illustrators who used to do stuff for like original 80s My Little Pony, and was like, oh, this is cool. Bunch of little trivia. The thrift store is amazing.
By the way, Sonic Heroes is an amazing song. The game is kind of hot garbage, not mechanically.
We haven't played it.
The game, I've played it. I've played it all the way through. Like, I've 100%ed that
We don't
game.
own it.
Yeah, I rented it years and years ago. Music is really good. The game mechanically isn't actually that bad, but everything about it is just so weird and bad.
It's been...
And Chaotix are in it, and it is just the strangest callback to, like, the weirdest game.
It's been on our to-do list to get, because it's like $5 on eBay at any given time.
Team Chaotix minus Charmy the Bee are a team of characters that were in one of the Knuckles, explicitly just Knuckles games. Mm-hmm. And they're just supposed to be Knuckles' friends that he just never remembers he has, I guess.
Yay, more map.
Yay.
Not much, though.
Not a lot. There's another character that's probably Ice Climbers or something. There's a teleport there. There's another dojo. I think we knew this one existed, though. We've seen this before. And there's Cap'n going through the tunnel. I think we figured out that that's probably the tunnel, actually.
Yeah.
That leads to the other character. And there is a gray pipe, so that's probably where the gray pipe lets out. There's a rock up there.
It's a glowing rock,
so
it's...
castle we're going for.
It's important to the plot.
Ooh, that one goes to space.
Is that the Great Fox?
That's the Gray Fox.
Neat.
Or Great Fox, sorry. Yeah, Great Fox, not Gray Fox.
Yeah. We also once, and I also regret not getting this because it was 99 cents. We found a plaque with like, it must have been homemade. It had photos of someone else's 3 kids, and they looked very 90s. Like they had like big chunky barrettes in their hair and like overalls on or something. And like the Pokemon logo, and I think like a clip art of Pikachu or something. It was on like a resin plaque. Do you remember that?
We can't go up this.
Oh.
This is something that we have to go down and make choices about.
Cool. It's
so you have to start on the gray
pachinko.
pipe, beat that one, and then go up here, beat this one, and then beat 2 more. Get up at the top and then take slides. It is not pachinko because that is a branch that you can select to go down one way or the other. That's
Fair
interesting.
enough.
Okay, when we come back, we're going to be... stuff. We're probably going to be doing this. Like, past Rock Mario into the chest, and then we'll take the gray pipe and yada, yada, yada. But before that,
Joker's
we're going
not
to go
the
ahead and do
only
our
new
big
thing.
fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Geo and Stellar. Geo, Stellar, and Omega X's.
Is that from the
That is
Mega Man
a
anime
Mega Man.
where it's like he's possessed by a meteor or something?
There's a game for it. It was a game first, and it's oh no, I can't remember the name. It's one of the Mega Man things though. Yeah, it's literally like
he looks like it. He looks like he'd be named Rock.
It's not NT Warrior, I don't think. It's like Mega Man is a like alien monster that lives in radio waves above us, and specifically they fight through... Oh my god, Ness is dead.
There's a doctor in the house.
we have to perform a tracheotomy, and he like
what?
Knife pens into Ness's throat.
He just keeled over from smoking too much or something?
Yeah. I guess.
Tracheotomies are usually for like throat cancer.
Look, okay, fine. There are 2 things that they added in that are pretty cool. The first one is, oh my god, I didn't notice that Kirby was in the bottom left of this. That is amazing. The first one is they've broken the Spirit Board into Spirit Board and DLC Spirits, which that's why Kirby's in it, by the way. Because he's in Spirit Board too. DLC Spirits is, I guess, what they're going to start doing for if they have DLC characters come out. You'll be able to click it, and it will just give you the spirits that came with the DLC. You can beat any of these at any time. They never go away. Even if you beat them, even if you lose to them, they stay there, and you can just keep challenging them, which means they tend to be a little harder than normal. And if you beat them, you don't have to go through the effort of doing the gun part. You just beat them. Okay. That's it. Which is like, it's interesting. I like that concept. You also get them for just regular play. If you're playing as Joker, some of these characters you just get handed. So it's like, okay, cool. And currently all of them are Persona 5.
They're probably going to add some?
They'll add some for every DLC character. I don't think they're going to add any more for Persona 5 specifically.
Okay. Well, that's not super important
one of them
for right now.
Was that. The other one is that they added in the ability to create a stage. Mm-hmm. And yes, I know you're really antsy about it. I'm sorry. We have one.
I only have more than one.
Yeah, so we've made... This is the only one we're going to be playing, because the other ones are literally awful.
Yeah, there's two of these that Josh made, and they're just torture holes.
The horrible stomach. Yeah, I have a habit of making torture hole maps. But this is the one that we made that Megan's super proud of. She's the one who made it.
I didn't say I'm super proud, because this is my first attempt with the tools, so it's like, I'm not gonna say I'm good as, like, there's a lot of things with the tools and that where it's like, I'm not completely sure how I'm supposed to execute certain things, because it seems like shapes have to be made as a continuous line, you can't, like, cut into them later.
The fact that Joker came out, by the way, is why I'm playing him so much. It's sort of celebratory for the DLC release. Just
why haven't they announced the next one, though?
I don't know, because they're probably waiting until June to do it, and then it's probably going to be a same-day release because of E3.
Yeah, probably.
Because it's so close. Oh.
Fuck you.
Alright, fuck you.
Well, anyways, this is the Hundog Bork Zone. You can find it in shared content.
We
went
ahead and uploaded it.
Just search for Hundog, and it's like the only thing you'll find.
Yep.
The eyes are not a part of the thing.
No,
they're
layers.
like a front layer, and they're very silly. Remember when I did Worms Armageddon or whatever? And like I said I was going to make custom stages and then didn't figure out how to do that? This is what it would have looked like. Probably. Or one of the pre-existing pictures I've done of just us sitting on a couch.
Yeah, I don't think he's... Oh god, I'm falling off the dog. What the fuck?
Fell off the dog.
There's like nowhere to stand along the back of the dog.
He's dog-shaped. It was not necessarily intended that way. It's a dog. You're going to, like, stand on a dog.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh, no, you don't. Oh.
One of the things, by the way, that Joker has is, like, as his up B is a grappling hook, which is interesting, but he's also got, like, you're stuck in the dog's back. Which is interesting for him, but at the same time, I don't entirely like it, to be honest. And it doesn't feel good because it doesn't hit very well. Like, it's not super bad, but it's not great either.
There we go. You get to time out for a second.
It's better when you're actually trying to save yourself on the stage for some strange reason.
Fuck. You're gonna do the thing, I know.
Boom. Let's get Joker's final smash going.
It's kind of neat if you're a fan of a thing to see, like, oh, all of their...
Show's over.
All of their affiliated characters show up. Like, with Mega Man's, it's cute because it's like, oh, Mega Man Legends might never happen again, so here he is. But when they do it for a bunch of different characters, like, isn't Lucas's that too now?
I don't actually remember. It might be.
Yeah, there really is nowhere to go on this dog.
Yep.
No, I can crawl up under the tail.
Why would you?
So that I don't die.
Oh, okay. So that's where you're gonna live now.
Doing a dance down here?
Yeah, good luck. I don't think you have enough jump to come back. Oh, no, maybe... No, you don't!
No,
Look at that.
don't.
So I get all of these healing items, and you get to... Oh no. I guess we get to fight here on the back legs. Ah,
Well,
I have enough jump.
it's just it's having
okay.
a party down here in Buttland.
Way to go, Joker.
Yeah.
Here, let's see if I can help you.
Nope.
I'm not actually trying to help you, to be honest. That was kind of a sarcastic sort of help you.
Oh, yeah,
See
no
ya.
ledge there.
Down the
I
dog gutter as you go.
I considered, and now I'm wondering if I should add it in. I almost put a warp hole down there.
Probably
And
not the
then
best idea.
deleted it because it seemed inappropriate, and now it's like, well,
Okay, see you, Mother Brain, because you're not going to be able to hit me.
I'm just gonna lurk over here. The bumper in the mouth, by the way, is pretty fun. Like, if you get down there, you're
Works pretty
fucked.
good, yeah.
You got a bork on a bork. This is a dog party. That one's fake, I think.
No, that's real.
Well, it's gone now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fucking turnip.
Congrats! You got hit. I've noticed he does something really unique with his thing, too. If you kill someone with that, like, final, like, actual defeated, no stocks left kind of kill, it will take over the end screen. So that becomes the end screen, the final smash.
Which you'll probably not get a chance to get off again because it'll take
No,
a while
because
to get
it'll
it.
take a minute for me to rebuild my bar, yeah.
I'm trying to get better about timing my toad, which sounds weird now that I say it.
Yeah, it does.
Oh!
I was in the air.
I didn't even notice. I just thought I was gonna get 3 daisies to
No,
eat.
you killed me because I couldn't
I
land
just-
anywhere on the back of the dog.
I just wanted to snack on some
Well,
grass and I
shit.
killed you.
I think we have, well, yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah. Final thoughts?
You know what? Do one more. We'll do one more, but it will be a one,
Okay. Do you want to use
because I want to
awful?
show off, what? No,
The
no,
awful
no, no, no.
stage?
No. We'll do one stock, and I want to show off the new stage that actually came with the game.
Oh, that's a good idea.
With Joker.
And
So we can play as anybody you want. Doesn't matter.
I mean, I already was playing as my usual.
Well, it is up to you who you play as.
I'll just be my other usual. I'm boring today.
Okay. So Mementos is the stage that came out with Joker, alongside 11 songs, and depending on what song is playing, the stage looks different. These are all Persona songs. They're all super good, honestly.
Yeah, again, it's a series I know nothing about. Looks very generic anime, honestly, I gotta be real.
It's pretty good.
Like, it has a look where it's like, this is sure high school kids that I'm not familiar with. It's like, it would be different if I knew them. So it's like, I look at all this and like, when is the next one coming out, and is it Banjo-Kazooie?
Persona, really the only thing you need to know about Persona is that it's basically anime Scooby-Doo. And the characters are different every time. And this
Well
was the
then.
first game, I think, where they were actually given a mystery machine. But they're for the last few games have gotten everything else for Scooby-Doo. So, you know, like your animal sidekicks and everything else. It's basically just anime Scooby-Doo with
Why isn't there
with
just
ghosts
an anime
that
Scooby-Doo?
come out of your head and beat up other ghosts. I don't know. Good question.
Like legitimately, that seems like a
I
thing
don't
that
know.
would have happened.
Final thoughts, though.
Just on the Nintendo Switch app, whatever, or on Smash, just search Hundog Bork Zone.
You can even
Not
search
Hundera,
just
Hund
Hund if you want to. HUND.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also lots of, like, we didn't put any up yet, but, like, if you look at the shared content, you can pick up other people's Miis. There are some funny ones in there.
There's some good ones.
Just in general.
Yeah. I got nothing else. I'm really enjoying Joker as a character, but I don't know if I'm really going to be playing him much after this, to be honest. I just kind of wanted to show him off with this week's video.
You're still a K-Rool main?
I mean, back and forth.
Okay.
Anyway, I got nothing else.
Yeah, have a good night.
Have a good
Sunday.
week, you guys. Happy Sunday.